What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Dudes Who Bet Daily. We're back for another week. We're going to try to do better this week. I think we're going to do better because we got Papa Dude all week instead of just 3 days. All right, let's get into the hot topics. Anything sports-wise you want to talk about? First, conference realignment, or have we covered that one?
Well, I think we definitely we'll deal with it here just a little bit. But I think in our next show at 1 o'clock, we're definitely going to talk about that a lot more.
Yep.
I think we're going to have some bombshell moves from all indications. Rumors are flying everywhere. But you know what's happened on these when this has actually taken place, there have been no rumors. That's what's been so odd to me is how they kept this secret when they can't keep they can't keep anything else secret. So maybe they're just rumors that are going around, but you have to think there's got to be some other bombshells to go, don't you think?
Yeah, I mean, if you follow this, it's pretty crazy. Last year, Texas and Oklahoma left. Nobody knew anything about it. Nobody heard a word. And then there was all kinds of rumors and nothing happened.
Right.
This year, UCLA and USC out of nowhere leave. And now there's all kinds of rumors, and we'll see if that actually happens. Yeah, it still dominates the sports world as far as that goes and the story going on there. Yeah. Horse racing. What's everybody mad about horse racing? Well, they built a new cool bar at Saratoga, and everybody is up in arms about it. So that's been Twitter, everybody complaining about that. I've got a feeling people like it once they get there. But
the ones I was reading, they thought people would dump beer on horses and trainers and jockeys. And I mean, I guess with the way this world is, I guess that's a legitimate worry, I guess. But
well, they act like that the horses have never been right amongst the fans at Saratoga anyway. Absolutely. I mean, that's part of what makes Saratoga what it is. Yeah. So if you don't know what's happened, the old paddock bar, which was basically a big red and white tent, the Saratoga tent, with a bar in the middle of it, is gone. No longer. They've kind of built a 2-level thing. The first level is a nice bar area where everybody can still walk up and get their drinks like they have for 100 years. And it's just looks like a nicer area. And then the upstairs are like luxury suites for people who want to pay to sit there. So, like I said, 99% of us will be unaffected by this.
And it really is attractive looking from the pictures that I see. It's a tremendous, I mean, I didn't see the other one, but the way you've just described it, it's a tremendous improvement to what they had.
It seems like I said, I will be up there in a few weeks and make a judgment of my own, but it's not like the one they had was some kind of glamorous thing. It was basically a tent in a bar. Yeah. So, this one, it looks nice from the outside. I've talked to a few people that have seen it and they've liked it. So we'll see. It's not the end of the world that they've changed that, guys. It's gonna be okay, and hopefully, we all can still enjoy it. And
so I'm assuming it's a very nice place where you can still see the paddock and everything. Is it? Yeah. Not what it is. So if you want to pay the price, which I'm sure it's probably. Is it going to be pricey, you think, to sit up there?
Oh, it's extremely expensive. None of us that are going to be there are going to be up on that.
What we're here, the people who throw beer, or might throw drinks at somebody. That's what I read on Twitter. Maybe you read something different. Will probably not be amongst that clientele, correct?
They'll be throwing drinks from the bottom level where they were.
Okay.
Anyway. So, yeah. I have thrown a drink back and forth to people across the walkway. Not while the horses were going on, but yeah.
Well, that's you have etiquette. You know the etiquette. You don't do that while the horses are out there. So
it's all gonna be okay. I promise, everybody. We're gonna be fine.
I think
it's gonna be all right.
I'm not worried about it.
All right, let's get into the bets real quick here. We had to cover the sports and the horse news. Let's get to your bets. I'll let you go first. Go ahead. Tell everybody what you're playing today.
All right. Since there's only 2 of us today, I'll throw out a couple. I'm not going to bet on these 2, but a couple that I like also in addition to the one that I chose. The Rangers are -1. It's even actually with Baltimore today. And I think that's bettable. The thing I don't like about betting the Rangers and the Orioles, they're just kind of iffy. You know, they're not dependable. They're both right. Rangers are 1 or 2 games below 500. Baltimore's playing pretty good. They're like 5 or 6. I like the Orioles in this game, and I don't like betting on teams that are bad. I just don't, or even ones that are just kind of in between. They're very unpredictable. Then our favorite team, the Tampa Bay Rays, it seems like we bet all the time.
Yeah,
They've been playing really, really well, and I think they're against Boston. I can't read my writing here, and Boston's throwing out a rookie today against Tampa, and Tampa's underdogs. It's plus 108. That I think is bettable for sure. I almost went with that one, but I went with really one that I think you can make a little bit of money at. And that's the Cardinals, who, of course, Aaron and I know a little bit about living in St. Louis. We kind of know their habits a little bit. They've lost the first 2 games in Atlanta against the Braves, and the Braves are playing very, very well. The Cardinals rarely lose an entire series. They just don't. And so I'm banking a lot on that today. They've lost 3 in a row. They're not playing very well. They're throwing out Miles Mikolas today, who's a very, very steady pitcher. His record is very deceiving. He's 5-6, 2.61 ERA, though. Very low ERA. Consistent pitcher. He's only given up 7 earned runs in his last 31 1/3 innings. So I think he's going to keep him in the game. The problem with making this bet is Atlanta's throwing out their best pitcher. Max, I guess, is it Fried or Fried? It's Fried. I'm thinking they probably pronounce that Fried, but I don't know. Extremely good. Steady, 8-2 on the season, 2.66 ERA. He's only allowed 9 earned runs in his last 5 starts. He's won all 5 of them. I'm banking on the law of averages catching up today, and I'm going to go with the Cardinals plus 140. And the other thing about the Cardinals, if you follow them, and we really don't, but I keep up with a little bit, they are hell on good pitchers. They beat good pitchers. So I'm going with the Cardinals today at plus 140 because I think you can make some money on this. I think they'll get this game today.
Cardinals plus 140 for Papa Dude. I'm going to go a baseball bet as well. A lot of horses I like. A lot of them I don't think will be decent enough prices for this show specifically for what we're trying to do here. I went with the Diamondbacks to beat the Giants tonight. And it's funny, I had the Orioles written down as well, and you mentioned them. And the same thing, I just I don't know if I can really want to count on the Orioles. Diamondbacks are playing well, though. Another team that they're below 500, but they're playing better as of late. And I think they're going to come up and play pretty well tonight. They've already beat the Giants 2 times in a row, so they're going for the sweep here. You know, the Giants have been really bad lately. They have really been struggling. I believe they've lost 6 in a row. You look at the pitching matchup, and I think Merrill Kelly is pretty solid for the Diamondbacks. He's 7-5, 0.346 ERA. Alex Cobb going for the Giants. He's got a 4.59 ERA. I think the Diamondbacks get this sweep tonight, and the biggest reason was it's plus money. You know, I thought, well, that's definitely one to take a shot with plus 110. The Diamondbacks at home. Get this. Take a guess what the Diamondbacks' record is against the spread, which is usually it's a 1.5 as the underdog.
I do not know.
38-25.
Really?
That's pretty solid. Yes.
That's very solid. I like this too. I do.
I think they'll play well. The Diamondbacks, their home record is only 21-22. But it just seems to be that the Diamondbacks kind of got off to a rough start, and then they've played decent, say, the last 8 or 9 games. Other than really San Diego is a team they have not been matched up with very well against. Other than that, here lately, they've played awfully well. So I think they're going to get the Giants again tonight.
Yeah, I like that a lot. The Giants are not playing well at all. They're not hitting. And I think that's a solid bet. I think we could cash these 2 tonight. I worry a little bit about the Cardinals and the fact they're not playing very well. I don't think they're as good as they were playing earlier. I really don't. I don't see a lot there. But I just feel like this is one that they're going to get tonight. I just have a feeling they're going to.
Yeah, I feel like you're right. They definitely have not played well the first 2 games. Usually you'll see them kind of bounce back. So.
Yeah.
All right, so we're going Diamondbacks plus 110, Cardinals plus 140. Good news is if you said, oh, man, it's only been 10 minutes, you guys are leaving. Well, guess what? Papa Dude and I'll be back at 1 o'clock. Last week we did the first look at the big stakes races, and, boy, I thought that really kind of helped my handicapping because we talked through all the races. We didn't really make specific picks, but we just kind of talked through them all. And then the next day was blinkers off, and I was able to finalize those picks. And we're going to do the same thing. We've got 7 races we're going to talk about on the First Look Wednesday show coming up 1 o'clock Central Time, 2 o'clock Eastern Time. So make sure to check back for that. We'll go through all those big races. Got the Belmont Derby, the Belmont Oaks, Iowa Derby, Indiana Oaks, and of course the Cornhusker to round that out. So a lot going on the sport or on the Dudes Who Bet show at 1 o'clock. So make sure to check back in for that. We'll be right back here, a little bit less than 2 hours. All right, Papa Dude, we're getting out of here.
Yeah, I got to get to studying here.
That's right. Get to studying up, and there you go. All right, we'll see you guys right back here in less than a couple hours.